Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and this is going to be my review on DC's Suicide Squad issue number 8. Normally I go into the who's, whys, whats, and wheres, but honestly this issue has a slew of different artists and writers that go along with it. But with that being said, the story didn't disappoint, and the art is stellar in this issue. I honestly wish we got this art all the way through this comic. It's not to say Suicide Squad has not had good art throughout the comic. It has, but it just jumped up a notch for this issue. For those of you that are not aware of the Suicide Squad, it's basically your Amanda Waller with her ragtag group, but there's a lot going on, right? So currently they are in hell. They are going after the Rock of Eternia that Shazam kind of reunited the Rock of Eternia in his issue with his solo series Shazam. It was happening at the same time while Shazam and Dane were doing their thing. The Suicide Squad were also in the mix doing their thing. So at this time, Rick Flag is kind of separated, and he was released. I think back in issue 4, he escaped from Belle Reve, where Amanda Waller has her, the Suicide Squad set up. Eventually, that building gets compromised, and right now she's kind of hopping through different multiverses. It's kind of what the Suicide Squad has been doing recently, is they're just recruiting different members to make up this ultimate plan that she has to protect the Earth, the chosen Earth. That we don't know if it's going to be Prime or it could be 3. I'm not sure, Earth Prime or Earth 3, but I think it might be 3. But she's trying to protect a single Earth and make sure that they can't have like metaphysical invasions or physical invasions. And technically, it's kind of what the Suicide Squad are doing, because they're in hell trying to it's kind of like two separate teams, because you have Peacemaker on one team and they're going after Swamp Thing, which was in his comic, and then you have like the rest, Bloodsport, and the rest of the team in hell trying to do something with the Rock of Eternia. The book does start off with Peacemaker and his team. They're supposed to be like, I forget how they put it, but they're supposed to be like minusing or subtracting the connection that Swamp Thing has with the Green, and Amanda Waller wants to use that connection that he has with the Green, and that's what Peacemaker is supposed to be doing. They start off and it's like mid-fight with Swamp Thing and Peacemaker, and Swamp Thing keeps asking him like why, and Peacemaker just keeps stating it's because of Amanda Waller. It's not really his choice. Swamp Thing does figure out that he's being controlled and monitored by Amanda Waller. Not really controlled, but and so Swamp Thing during the fight tells Peacemaker that he has used the Green to nullify the neurons that are in Peacemaker's brain, and thus cutting off the communication with Waller, allowing him to talk freely and stuff. And they kind of stop fighting and they start talking about what Peacemaker's doing, and he's kind of having doubts about being, working for the American government, working for Waller, and kind of where he stands as being Peacemaker. The issue cuts off and they go directly to the Hell Squad, and basically they're trying to scrape off some of the magic that's on the Rock of Eternia that protects the Rock of Eternia through all multiverses, omniverses, space, time, whatever, right? And that is the element that she is going to use to protect the Earth that she chooses from metaphysical invasions. And basically, at this time, they're not really fighting demons and stuff in hell. They are fighting dead individuals, but the souls of dead individuals. But basically, it's like a squad of ex-Suicide Squad members that have perished one way or the other and are now in hell. And basically, they're kind of pissed at Waller and the current Suicide Squad. during the fight, the only thing that really happens is, I think her name is Celebra. She ends up getting killed during the ordeal, I think by Sportsmaster, because you do have some off-brand. They call them the Hell Squad or something like that, which is like the evil version of the Suicide Squad. And there's some ones that I recognize, like Sportsmaster, Weasel. I think his name is Mind Force or something like that. But they're basically a bunch of like off-brand villains. While this is going on, there has been like a little bit that's been running through, but basically they have revealed that Talon, that is working with the Suicide Squad, is technically a secret spy that is working for Randall Flagg, or Rick Flag, and is relaying information to Rick Flag as he's playing the dumb Talon role. Currently, when this issue starts out, Amanda Waller is kind of investigating into Talon with the psychiatrist and stuff like that, because she believes he is broken. But these psychiatrist tells Waller basically he's crazy and this and that, nothing's wrong with him, to send him back out in the field. Waller ends up walking away, and the psychiatrist reveals that she does know that he's working with Rick Flag, and that he's pretending to be stupid or crazy and this and that, and basically explaining that she's on board with helping him to help Rick Flag and his spy endeavors and stopping Amanda Waller, kind of thing. The issue goes back to the squad in hell, and basically, like, after Cerebra ends up dying, basically the Match, which is the Bizarro version of Superboy, he basically clears the path, throws Ambush Bug, into the Rock of Eternia. Ambush Bug teleports over there, grabs the material that he needs, and then head back to the squad, and then the squad teleports out of there. They basically make it back to where her secret, Waller's secret headquarters is, and mission accomplished, basically. During the fight, there is this kind of a thing that they do where they take an instrument and they do plug it into the ground, and all the souls of the people that they were fighting, they do suck up all the souls, and they explain it has something to do with their next mission. But basically, once they make it back to the secret hideout, everybody makes it back to their little prison cells, and then basically, like, you do find out that their next mission, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired, their next mission is up in space, and supposedly that's going to stop the ground force. The only other little thing that they kind of mention is that, like at the very end of the issue, they show, Waller resurrecting Cerebra, and, basically stating that she has like a little bit of the Lazarus juice, and now she's not going to have a bomb in her neck, but if she wants to continue living, she's got to come get this like supplement of the Lazarus juice, kind of thing. The very last page, they just show Peacemaker, and he's looking at his helmet, and he's really debating on, where he is, being Peacemaker, that kind of thing, working with Waller, American government, that kind of stuff, and he doesn't really feel like he's in the right place, kind of thing. And as he is out there like contemplating, he hears something behind him, and he turns around, and it is Rick Flag, and with his new he just calls it the Suicide Squad, and it is Rick Flag, Cheetah, Mirror Master, and a Parademon. I don't know if the Parademon is like a specific villain, but as far as I can tell, he just looks like a regular Darkseid Parademon. But it does say the next issue is titled the Two Squads, so we'll have the Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller's Suicide Squad with Rick Flag's Suicide Squad going up against each other, and it looks like Peacemaker is going to join Rick Flag's little crew. But that's where this issue leaves us off at. But overall, this issue is just straight action with the involvement with the Hell, and then the other side with Swamp Thing and everything. Was really good, and a really good tie-up to the three little you know, things that Suicide Squad has been building up on. But hey, that's my review. Let me know if you read this, how's the Suicide Squad going in your opinion? If you are reading it, you know, anything you want to talk about, just drop it down below, you know what I'm saying? But I will see y'all soon. I got some more reviews coming, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.